What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back. I know. It's been what, 3 uploads this week, 2 uploads. This might be the third. Business had to be handled, guys. It's funny because it turns out the physical book might even be delayed even further. Not because it's not done, because Amazon sent me something back. And so, yeah. Thanks for everybody who's been supporting, man. So many of you guys grabbed the ebook. Shout outs to Joey as well. Just big things coming for that. We're gonna make changes around here. But yeah, so got this team by Star Sweeter Bulky Volk. Very cool crocodile. I haven't used that yet. I think that should be pretty interesting. We have the specs mag in case we losing. But it's funny. No, it's not quite the same. I had 2 teams I thought about using. The one I'm using now and like a triple bunny team, but they had a where is it? I might use it next. So you'll see when I upload. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button if you want to see that triple bunny team in action. And so the first thing I noticed is my opponent's massive ground weakness, meaning Amanda Buzz is his only means of offense versus ground types, and he doesn't have an electric immunity to critical components. Also, as far as I can tell, Cinderace is his only thing, air quotes, that can handle my Ferrothorn. Everything else kind of struggles, and so that's gonna be critical on max defense. Not as important though. I should be wary of the Mrjamvad. But yeah. So my mag in versus Azu, Pharaoh, Volt Switch. His Pharaoh can be quite annoying, and I have a very weird Dragapult set that's gonna be very annoying for his team as well. Particularly if it's a Brave Bird variant of Mandibuzz, we can potentially just murk his team depending on his talk specs. It depends on so much. So Volk is going to be a defensive mon in this game. Going to be used primarily to keep that Mrjamvad at bay, because I don't have, I do have a ground type, never mind. Mrjamvad and Ferrothorn at bay. Otherwise those two can be fairly annoying. I'm gonna try to remove Mandibuzz's item early so I can get Stealth Rocks up, so I can substitute Wisp, destroy him with my Dragapult. Unfortunately, he has a Mrjamvad, which doesn't bode well for us, because that set Mrjamvad just walls our weird Dragapult set. But beyond that, it's gonna do what it does. Ozu walls it too. Everything walls it. Maybe I should put Phantom Force on here. It's such a weird set. You already know. There's this guy at 1808. Okay. And so I'm gonna try to do something cool. A Moxie Crook Sweep. Cinderace obviously the biggest problem to us. Cinderace in conjunction with Pix. I don't think he'd ever go Azu. I was wrong. The reason I didn't think that's because Mrjamvad versus an Azu lead is like horrendous for my opponent. So if Bandit Azu is getting a comeback here, Astro Liquidation, just very surprising, I'll say. What did I have in Crook? He had to liquid. No, he could have played rough, but liquidation hits. So this could be like some Assault Vest variant. Knock is far more important. Yeah, so Rocky Helmet gone on his Ferrothorn. I am packing leftovers. Thinking like my Ferrothorn is super important, and so obviously we could play the body press game. He could knock off here. I think he's gonna rocks first, right? And so I don't have anything that wants to take a knockoff. I want my choice card from Crook. I don't need it, but I'd like to keep it. Because it could be a secondary check to Cinderace. Cinderace could be a bitch. So it's tough. Because if push comes to shove, I'll use. I don't want Max Specs gone. Modern Pharaoh, heavy duty boots. No, I want that too. Really, Dragapult's the thing I don't need my item on. Ferrothorn getting hit matters as well. Oh man, I don't have anything for this. I suppose Dragapult works to crook into Volk, crook into Dragapult. I'll give him my Scarf. I don't have a way around it. Oh, he has Leech Seed, so maybe he doesn't have knockoff. Hard to say. If he has knock, he wouldn't go for it here. He might be fearing CC. I do want to burn this, that way my Ferrothorn can, if I have to give up Dragapult, yeah, okay, so that makes me look like a beast. As we're gonna substitute here, likely attract Mandibuzz, which is what we want. We want to burn this. And so now I probably shouldn't have shown U-turn, because now he knows I'm some, like, I shouldn't have U-turned there. Now he knows we're like some wacky shit. So now that I've confirmed foul play, oh yes, U-turn on this. And so we're gonna find out if the Cinderace is boots or not. If it's boots, then Mantine should be fairly comfortable coming in here. And Mantine is pretty hard for him to deal with as well. So I am glad I have rocks up, Powerball. And so obviously gonna roost that. He has Gunk Shot. That fucking hurts. Jesus. Holy shit. That does a ton to me, man. So that's not good. Because I didn't know Gunk Shot. He's adamant though. For sure. Do I get soloed by Cinderace? This is tough. I don't want Mantine gone. Dragapult takes if he hits. Don't get hacks. Thank you. So this allows us to U-turn here. I don't think he'd ever Sucker Punch because I could Will-O-Wisp again. I mean, Will-O-Wisp is pretty free. Why do I think he's gonna make such a reckless play? Okay, so U-turn was the play there. Yeah, I'll U-turn here. Because what this means is if he doesn't roost, then that means that my Crocodile is becoming more and more dangerous. So I could have Dragon Darted there. I didn't think he'd just allow me to get that free hit off like that. And so I know he's gonna keep him Fire type here. That way we can get the free switch into Crocodile. And I don't think under any circumstances he goes to Mandibuzz, but I can't have Ferrothorn coming in. His Body Press, Leech Seed, Stealth Dark. I'd assume knockoff. I need to get these turns correct. I don't think you ever go Mandibuzz. I don't think that's an option. I think you always go for so am I overestimating? Like if I Stone Edge there, he gets Earthquake Swept. And so I'm like, you never go Mandibuzz. But I have enough. And man, I should have went Ferrothorn. Alright, I'm just gonna make the like there's so many times I could have had the game in this one. But yeah, we'll give up Mantine. It can't be like avoided at this point. He should straight Powerball, keeping his ground type right. And I'll go Crocodile and Stone Edge here. Watch him go Ferrothorn here. Should never go Mandibuzz, like ever, because you're please hit. Like you're super weak to ground. I think he considered that after the fact. And I want to be careful because Ferrothorn is my Azu check, and so unfortunately if he has knock, it's gonna happen here. So he just has Leech Seed, which I don't mind, as we're gonna pivot out to Magearna here. Because of the Cinderace is a huge problem to me. That thing beats my entire team, and so I have to be careful around what I'm doing, and I can't allow Ferrothorn to get too much health back, because then he'll be able to take an Earthquake from my crook. From my crook, he'll be, yeah, you get what I'm saying. And also what I'm trying to set up for is a situation where Azu's thing, if I win I learn from me, if I lose he didn't teach me right, excuses. Yeah, my boy making some trash ass plays today, bro. It's like straight trash plays. And so I might end up sacrificing Ferrothorn. I'll leech seed. I might end up sacrificing because I couldn't switch there though. But he lost his means. He goes Cinderace though. I don't mind Cinderace coming in. Obviously I want my Ferrothorn, but what I'll do is hitting all these power balls. Okay, so he sacks Buzz, which is good. Again, still a tough game, but because I'm Moxie boosted, we'll see. Volk can still take on most of his team. I do think he's gonna double switch here. Like the way he plays, like my gut is saying just close combat banking off the choke here. Oh my, as I said, guys, but it is what it is. I can still pull this off. I'll let Mrjamvad go. Like I was like, just bank on him choking, because that was completely unnecessary for him to do. Completely unnecessary. And so I think if I CC here, I have a shot to just straight sweep him. Because I 2-hit KO the Ferrothorn. Let me think. If I go for Earthquake and he doesn't, and he goes to Ferrothorn, do I have a shot? I don't think I do. I have to bank on him choking here. Because I'm Moxie, and so he doesn't want to give me free boosts. And he doesn't want to lose Cinderace. He can afford to lose Cinderace, though. He's choked so I tried to choke so many times. Yeah, I'll bank on him choking. Nice. Like that would never, like I would never CC there unless he hadn't played the way he played up to this point. And so because of how he played up to this point, I'm like, well, he keeps giving me openings to the point where I'm like, does he not realize that he doesn't need to do these things to win? And I don't think he does. And so, depending on what his Toxapex set is, and if he goes to Cinderace here, I might just counter sweep. Obviously, Mag can't 1v1 Volk, and so Pex obviously is gonna come out. It's gonna be close because he might have Toxic, right? And so I got a flamethrower spam until I burn because he's gonna recover spam. I don't know why you'd haze. Maybe he thinks that I'm psychic. Yeah. And so it's gonna come down to Crook. Because Crook took so much damage, and I'm pretty sure his Cinderace has Sucker Punch. It's probably not gonna be it for your boy today, y'all. Keeping it buck, but we could have won this one. Cinderace destroys us. I did not expect Mantine to take that much from Gunk Shot. He's certainly adamant though. But Volk still is outslowed by outsped by Adamant Cinderace, which is nuts. But good game to Angry Player. Unless I crit the Pex, he's thinking real hard, which makes me think he has choking in him. I mean, he's giving me so many openings as it is. I could have killed his Cinderace by close combat against Toxapex. I don't think CC would have killed him. Yeah. So my boy is like on a choking spree. Especially if he just straight please fucking stand in like Pyro Ball or something. Don't U-turn. Man, if I doubled out to Crocodile there. I think he lost, but he gave me a shot here, especially if he goes to anything other than Pex. And so because he allowed me to hit him before Earthquake, if he's a Spadef variant, I might knock him out here because he took the flamethrower damage. So let's see. Crocodile is mad strong, but I don't think it's gonna kill. I need a crit. Crook, come on, Crookster, or somehow tank a Scald from Pex, and then it not be Sucker Punch Cinderace. Because I mean, oh, the choke! The choke is now. He choked, big time. Choked. Like, you had so many chances to win this game. Oh, you never should have switched out the pick ever. So that was definitely a big crit. So I'm guessing you're gonna try to Sucker Punch crit. It's not enough. Give it to me now. GG. But yeah, that was pretty wide. But like, you choked. Like, definitely should have never had it opening. Ferrothorn should have never, like, he could have just sacked Cinderace and won. Like, had the matchup versus me with the Cinderace, could not do shit versus that. Come in, dead. Oh man, I have the perfect clip for this. I had the perfect clip for this. But nah. I got the perfect clip for this. But choked. Like, if you have a matter of fact, let me take off this trash ass Dragapult. At the very least, I'll put like Phantom Force or something on here, cause this ain't it. The U-turn, it ain't it. So many times we could have won that. Like, but also, you know, me not realize. I think it took too long before I realized, because if I just Stone Edge this Mandibuzz the first time, or I just Dragon Dartsed it when he U-turned, we would have Earthquake swept him ages ago. But because I didn't realize that until late in the game, we had to bank on him choking there. Certainly should not have won that game. Like, he had all the tools he needed. The Adamants, what is touching that Cinderace on my team? Pharaoh loses, Volk loses, Mantine loses, Cinderace, I mean, Magearna loses, Dragapult loses. Well, it's a Sucker Punch. Dragapult's no switching anyway. I literally cannot switch into that, but kills every one of my Pokemon. One mine. And only 2 Pokemon outspeed it. And you had a whole wall for the 2 Pokemon I had with your Dragapult and Crocodile. Just had to pivot between Ferrothorn, Mandibuzz, and a Pex. Like, I should have never won that game, guys. Should have never even had a chance. But I'm going to take it. My boy Steez, let's see what he's at. He's at 1932. Oh, I don't need the module sick. Should be a fun game. I think we played this team before. I don't recall. Vaguely recall. Tilted again. Did you get... damn. It's number 3. I really need to get the fuck back up with these points. My bad, guys. It's because people started playing again. Yeah. It's not easy to get number 1. It's not easy because it's less about, I won't say less, it's not all about skill in getting number 1. So he's super weak to Volcarona, like ultra Volcarona weak. He's very weak to this particular Dragapult set. And so I think the weirdness of it all is gonna give him trouble that he didn't expect. So this Dragapult early is gonna be very problematic because he's gonna try to guard against a Specs variant. So I'm expecting something along the lines of a Togekiss Zeraora lead to counteract that. But leads aside, Ferrothorn's core purpose, Dragapult's core purpose, picks up no KOs, but helpful for Cinderace, helpful for everything. It's just very good versus the team, very annoying. Ferrothorn positionally guards well against Hippo, Slowbro, Drill. I think it's a Bandit Drill, which is a problem for me. Drill, somewhat Zera, Cinderace 6-0 us, so we got to be careful of that. We got to sweep him before he sweeps us with his Cinderace. If I can, knockoff's a big deal for him. If I can KO Togekiss early in the game, or position Magearna in versus Hippo, Slowbro, Togekiss, or Zeraora, we're staring down a KO or half of somebody's health. Mantine's just gonna be there for mantining, in case it's not like an adamant banded Cinderace or adamant Cinderace, or essentially that. So aiming for Volk, we'll see what we can do. Ferrothorn has to be kept at the utmost, but I'm gonna rattle his team very early with my my Crocodile. So because Cinderace and I'm very surprised he led with Slowbro because he was so weak to Magearna. Not weak, but doesn't switch in well. So that's good info early. As what sucks about this is the fact that he can now Scald if he has it, and Teleport if he has it. And positionally, I want Mantine in, because this may have Toxic. I think he would hard switch here. What I'm trying to do is not have Cinderace just come in willy-nilly, right? And so if he's fearing Toxic from me, fuck it. Okay, Future Sights, that's actually very good for us because we get the strong Flare Cannon off here right off the bat, which is what we wanted. Unless he's okay, excellent. That's a big deal. Obviously he gets to Power Ball hard here. Mantine's gonna have to go down, unfortunately, to Future Sight plus whatever. He actually U-turned, which is a lifesaver for me because now Mantine easily eats Future Sight, and Zeraora's positioning isn't the best anyway. And so I don't want Ferrothorn's leftovers gone. It's far too good versus him. And so it would just make sense for my opponent to mid-ground knock. It covers Crocodile. It gives, what am I trying to say? Covers Crocodile coming in, that way he can switch up moves CC after the fact. Covers Ferrothorn because it takes up his item, cannot attack with CC. And so at this point, my Magearna's item being on isn't the biggest deal in the world, right? Knockoff. And so positionally, as I said, Flare Cannon just goes insta. We could also pivot into Crocodile, but I'd rather the damage on his Zeraora. Oh man, I didn't know he had Volt Switch, though he doesn't have any switch-ins into this. Oh, Spadef, Hippo. Do I want to trick here? I mean, he'd have to heal. Doesn't have to, but it'd be wise to. Can't knock me out, I don't think. So, Choice Band. That's actually not the worst for me. I'm actually glad his band is gone. And so it would make sense for him to opt for the Earthquake. So like, for example, here he has the Sand Rush, lost the Choice Band. Ferrothorn positionally is amazing. What am I trying to end game with? Right now, Dragapult looks really good. Really good. I didn't contemplate Volt Switch, so I should have pivoted to Crook instead of having him Volt Switch my mag. Mantine is far too important. If push comes to shove, I can easily, yeah, I didn't want him rock sliding on my Mantine switch. And so this is great positioning for us. The drill doesn't have an item, but my mag has a Choice Band, which isn't the worst thing in the world for us. Cinderace dies to Leech Seed plus what's his face, and so it's Leech Seed is just our best play here. The Slowbro showed Future Sight Scald. It's probably Teleport and Slack Off, so I'm not overly concerned about this at this moment. But what does frighten me? Let's punish that Zeraora and that Togekiss on switch. Let's find out what this Togekiss is, because we're gonna be staring down likely Cinderace outside of Sand, right? Do I want to be at full when I do this is the question. It's a Spadef Hippo. Because what I could do is go hard Dragapult here. Eat the Power Ball. But I think if I'm at full, it might be a wiser decision than hard switching for the sake of keeping Mantine. Though, because if I go... The Hippo probably has Whirlwind, which will shut down my Dragapult's whole strategy thing. And so if I'm trying to potentially even knock sweep, right? Which is very possible. That's why I don't want to take away Slowbro's item. But it could also be one guarding against Poltergeist. Let me think. I'm gonna go Polt. Yeah, I don't take, thankfully, no burn. And so this is a big deal here because he's either gonna Sucker Punch or Hard Switch, right? And what this does is allows me to Will-O-Wisp his Hippo. If he opts for Whirlwind, and Dragon Darts is really messing him up because of the Dragon Fang. And so this Hippo isn't comfortable staying in, right? And so if he asks for Togekiss, ooh, that's a big roll right there. So if he asks for Togekiss, he can't, like, something is gonna get dropped right now. And I knew, like, it would be a situation of, like, this, while I'm trading Dragapult, I knew I'd get significant amounts of value from it because, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I knew I'd get significant amounts of value from it because him losing Hippo means he loses his Sand Rush control, which means Volcarona. Volcarona, after Quiver Dancing, wins already. I just need to Quiver Dance on the right thing. And so he Volt switches here, hoping to break my sub. As he gives up Cinderace, as Zeraora comes back in, and obviously we're gonna force here because he's gonna Volt switch out into Togekiss, which could be Scarf. But even if it's not, what this does is it forces me to get a KO here. Well, kind of. I'm not KOing Slowbro, but if he Scalds here, then I think that's game, honestly. Teleport Future Sight. I can't foresee it not being a yeah. And so his Heavy Duty Boost Kiss, which is a 2-hit KO here, unless he's Thunder Wave. Yeah, it's game. GG. But yeah. So it's always fun playing Steez. Good guy. Yeah, I got the buzz, bro. I mean, he's scouted, like, sometimes they run just Psychic Dual Stabs, so that makes sense. But we're, like, I think max HP, max speed, which allowed us to outspeed Zeraora. So I'm happy with how that was executed. Because we didn't play, we haven't been super active on the ladder. We, lost a ton of points. But we're gonna grab one more with this team. Very, very interesting team. I'm glad I switched to Phantom Force. Imagine if we had U-turn there. It'd be such a whack thing because the Togekiss was straight wall. But being aware, okay, Dragapult, and me getting that very solid roll on the second Dragon Darts with Hippowdon, because if push came to shove, last time my new catchphrase, push came to shove, Mag wasn't gonna win that game. I just needed Mag to get a big hit off in either Drill, because we knew it was banded. Well, assuming he kept it banded, the Drill, the Cinderace, which he got because Cinderace is such a big problem to us. Or what was his other switching? It was Hippo, but Hippo wasn't switching into Specs Flurry Cannon. No. So Hippo being like that could just be knockoff fodder at that point. And then if he loses that, I mean, the Dragapult was already going to be a problem. So we're facing a very cool looking Sun team. My Dragapult set is again very solid in this one. I'm subbing Dragon Dartsing and whatnot. Fucking 3 Cinderace in a row, man. But a Sun boosted Cinderace is not what you want. I don't want those problems. But what I do like is knockoff here. I do like Magearna here. So we love to see that. But knockoff sweep is probably what I'm going to be gunning for. Volcarona upon Quiver Dancing can win if I get a hit off on his Cinderace. Because I'll need obviously +1 Flamethrower to knock that out. If we can mess him up early. So let's see. Ferrothorn guards will against Rillaboom to a certain extent. Volk guards against the variant of Rillaboom. But Ferrothorn has pretty low value in this one. Crook gonna be our knock sweeper. Mantine is here for potential Cinderace in theory. Magearna is here. Fire off Fleur Cannons, and I can Volt Switch around, but I'm probably not going to be clicking into too much of that. And then the Disruptor and Dragapult. For Dragapult to disrupt like I want, especially if it's a Spadef Clef, I'll need that item gone. I'll need that item. And I need to scout for a Thunder Wave or Toxic, otherwise Volcarona doesn't do what Volcarona wants to do. And so I'm not sure how I'm going to get his Clef. I guess I'll have to overwhelm him with Mag. And so all that being said, phase 1 is going to definitely be Polt. I didn't expect Xatu. I know sometimes these things like to run some weird shit. Didn't expect Xatu because Magearna on lead would just destroy you. Let's see what he does. Sometimes they have Trick, right? Excellent. This is excellent. So yeah, there's the leftovers. Phase 1. Phase 2, Mag. Okay, so it's Teleport, which means it's likely Spadef. Mantine has to come in and take this. I cannot really play around with this. He might have Gong Shot, but I can't play around with this. So now that he's showing Trick, he's definitely gonna just stay in here. Either way, wait, what? Oh, he teleported. Okay. Because I was like, how the fuck did he go second? And so my opponent's best situation would be to U-turn out into I'll Scald though. Yeah. Like Mantine doesn't have strong enough positioning to where I'm like, okay, we need to keep this at the utmost for any particular reason, right? Always gonna make this play. Teleports again. The Clef is getting weaker and weaker. And so soon I'll be able to get my Dragapult in. Wonder what this thing is packing. Do need the damage on it. I'll Roost first. Yeah, he seems to not have anything to hit me. So this thing is gonna be going for Toxic, obviously. I do need this beatdown for my Volcarona as well. Sometimes they don't have Toxic, they have Yawn instead. So I'm likely going to be playing with Rocks Up. Let me think. Grassy terrain plus Sun. Mantine isn't doing shit here. So what I'm going to do is going to hard Magearna here. What? Why would you? Whatever. Mantine gets to a KO now. I think he might have been banded actually. Either way, gets a free switch into Dragapult. I don't get the double switch there at all because even if doesn't matter. We'll just substitute here. This nigga good for fucking Fireball. It's crazy. Remember when I said the Cinderace is something that we want beat down? Okay. He's not switching. Hopefully I connect here. Okay. Okay, he knocks out my Dragapult, which should have been a problem to him, but we gotta do what we gotta do. I wonder if he goes Xatu. If he goes Clef, that's a godsend. He wouldn't go Clef though. He'd go probably Rillaboom. This isn't good. But the Clef is just a teleport Clef, which means Volk, once it sets up on it, is good. Which means... Okay. Oh, he gives me Cinder. Gave me Cinderace. Players are mad sporadic these days, man. I don't get why he gave the biggest threat to his team to me. And now he can't even really cover my mag. Like, I can go hard mag and there's nothing he can do. Like, he can go Torkoal. Okay. He goes Zatu. He's gonna try to trick Scarf. Why? Huh? Either way, I don't understand. I don't understand the teleport on Zatu. And so if I knock here, I mean, Crocus to play anyway. Okay. 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 The Torkoal is in. Maybe that's what he was trying to do. Maybe he's trying to get Torkoal in for free. Hey, it worked. Okay. So obviously he needs to go for growth in order to... How many turns of sun does he have? I can't let him grow for free. Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. So like, I literally get to go Mrjamvad for free here. I guess he can go Torkoal if he so chooses. It's not gonna take it funly. No, didn't take it well at all. So I think, nah, I want mag more than I want anything else. I never knocked his item off, did I? Yeah. He never showed anything either. And so at this point, Volk, under the right circumstances, meaning clicking flamethrower 4 times, wins. Thinking if I should flash cannon twice, then just go Volk and flamethrower. It's just a generic clef, yeah. Yeah. I should have gave him Croak, but I don't think he has a shot. Yeah. He has to go Zatu and like hope for the trick, but I'm not gonna let him trick. Yep. And so, you know, obviously he doesn't want Rillaboom in. I mean, not Rillaboom. He doesn't want, yeah. And so he's gonna go for teleport like all the other times. Problem is, I'm going Pharaoh this time, and none of these mods want to be in on Ferrothorn. He has U-turn, so he's not SD most likely, as we're gonna be able to knock off here and kill probably Zatu. Nice. Oh, didn't even kill him. So now that he's not Choice Scarf anymore, then he can't even beat Volk. We'll just stay in and knock because he's getting the grassy terrain boost. Yeah, scam. Nothing to be done. But yeah, that's why I'm like, why sack Cinder? Hey, to each their own. So Volk obviously won there. Very confusing. Very, very confusing, guys. 1865. Very, very confusing game. This one in particular. I think there were several opportunities he had to take advantage of. Like Zatu had a couple of good shots. Cinderace had a couple good shots. Venusaur had a couple good moments. Because what Venusaur would have done was force me to keep my Volt, force me to take a hit on my Volt. Now if he poisoned me, you know, I could still win with it, but it certainly would have put me in a far worse position. So, you know, and I'm glad I double knocked there, because if he pivoted to Volcarona, I mean Venusaur on, let's say, a Ferrothorn switch, that would be pretty bad though. I don't know why I go Ferrothorn on his Torkoal. But yeah, thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.